Why is a man needing to know the paternity of the child so offensive to women, knowing how much men stand to risk? You got that, or need me to?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Women get offended when a man demands to know and not guess. If a man is saying, I just want to know for certain, women get offended because then they think that you don't trust them, of course. They think you don't trust me, or you are side-eyeing me, or you're calling me a whore. You're essentially assaulting my womanhood. You're insulting me as a woman, as a pious or a chaste woman that has only been with you. You're insulting me. But the thing is, they have to understand that, especially in America, because of the culture that you guys live in, where a lot of you guys don't marry virgin. We marry virgin in our culture. So typically the man doesn't have to sit and think like, is she been with someone else, because we're virgins when we get married. So there's no question. But this is why I say we should go back to the more traditional way of life, so that these questions don't arise and women aren't questioned about their not virginity, their cleanliness and purity with the child.
Chastity.
But I one more thing before I let you guys answer is, if a man is worried about the paternity of the child, or he must know, I recommend him doing it behind the woman. Don't tell her anything, because you don't need to offend her just to find out the paternity of the child. Just get the test done on your own, find your results, and if they're good, then there's no need to worry about it. If they're bad, then you have to bring that up.
Gosh. Whew. All right, guys. You heard the disclaimer there. All right, Wayne. Moving on to you. You can go ahead and unmute yourself there, sir.
Oh no, I wanted to know the answer too. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Why are you asking me this question? I don't know.
He's a man. How can you ask him that?
Well, I'm just what can
you tell me?
Wayne. You can render an opinion.
Yeah.
You can render an opinion here. Don't be don't be a fucking Neanderthal.
My assumption would be, exactly as Amira has stated, like, because you're basically insinuating that this woman has been having sex with other men. Now, I'd like to know more about, I'd like for you to elaborate more about what we have to risk as far as not knowing.
I can help with that.
Go ahead. Have at it.
What men risk when they do that? They risk their lives, they risk their money, their financial status. They also risk, because in the court system of today's America, a man, even if the child is not his, he can be held responsible financially for the child. There's been many cases where the child has come out as not the man's, and he is still put on child support. These are I call it financial grape. Okay, this is financial grape of men. Also, the livelihood, because a lot of men, because of the stress of having to pay for children that aren't his, a lot of men die on the job because of it, die of health problems because of it, because of the stress put on them. The other thing is the loss of legacy, losing your legacy, and public embarrassment of knowing that you were bamboozled by a woman because you didn't verify. So there's many things that can harm a man, almost leading to death, if not actually leading to death. It's very important. And like I said, with legacy and will, inheritance, all of these things are affected with not knowing the paternity.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now the follow-up question. Knowing those risks, is the risk of you being offended, does that outweigh those risks that you just spoke of?
Yes, very much. I don't care about your offense. I don't care about your feelings. F your feelings.
No, the risk of you being offended.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Even me as a woman, me being offended, if I were offended, I wouldn't be offended, because I don't understand what's the problem with my husband wanting to, if that's the case, I already said, but I don't, my husband would ever feel that way, because clearly when I married, I didn't have any problems like that. But in those cases, you have to understand what the risks are for a man. If you love your husband, you have to understand what these risks bring to him. If your man is not sleeping at night because this question is in his head, You want your man to be clear-headed. So yes, this outweighs my feelings, any woman's feelings. Yes, very much.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Those risks that we take are a lot heavier than the risk of you being offended.